Welcome, Collective. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do a reading that talks a little bit about the full moon in Pisces upcoming. It's a few days away. And this is really looking at the eclipse season in general and bringing you some messages that I'm channeling through. So, the overall frame for this time period, as many of you are aware, is two new moons in Virgo. One happened in the end of August, and the next one on the 21st of September is a solar eclipse. Along the way, the next full moon in Pisces, which is what we are currently anticipating, is a lunar eclipse on the 7th of the month. So this is a time of accelerated and intensified effort on our part to prepare for the harvest moon. Another name of the September's full moon energy aligning with the fact that the Earth is producing in the northern hemisphere, and we are sorting, purifying, cleansing, uh, discriminating between what we are going to keep and use and what we are going to let go of. This is about discriminating within our own life among the lessons learned, the skills we've improved upon in order to navigate our way forward with greater nuance, a greater sense of being in alignment, decluttering, throwing out what isn't useful, and simplifying in a way that allows us to step into our humility, rejecting ideas of perfection, rejecting ideas of not only judgment and excessive criticism of others, but doing that to ourselves, accepting our humanness, that we make mistakes. This is a part of the cycle of healing that we are all consciously stepping into. The overall energy for this reading is the Two of Wands, describing the sense of knowing who you are, knowing what your gift is, and that comfort that is increasingly giving you in the world, that sense of authority that you are gaining, but also this awareness that you're comfortable, you're in a safe place, and the challenge of your gift is to share it, to contribute it to the collective effort in a way, to give back, to give to others, to grow and expand your skills and gifts by applying them to a situation that is unfamiliar to you. And this prompts our desire to create a plan, to look beyond ourselves and our world. Underneath the deck is the Five of Pentacles. So this is about a redefinition of who you are. This is about recognizing that wherever you came from, you have evolved past that familiar and conditioned frame. What you were told was for you, perhaps your best path forward, may no longer be relevant in the way that it was first imagined. When our loved ones set us on a path that they feel will lead us to our safest stability, we have yet to be formed. We're continuing to grow and evolve. And for many of you, you have grown and evolved to a different place where you see your possibilities and opportunities elsewhere beyond the path that was already laid out for you. And this is exciting. This is you moving from a place of limitation, restriction, to more openness, more options, more opportunities to grow and to be abundant. I've also pulled from the sacred geometry the spiral. Connect the physical self to the higher self and all levels of our being and into the core of the earth. raises one's consciousness on the path of the evolution of the soul. I love this spiral because actually this is how I perceive, and I don't think I'm alone in looking at the healing spiral, the awareness, consciousness elevation, the gaining more and more clarity about the things that we do and don't control, who we are. It is a continuing path. We move over areas of growth, areas of sensitivity, areas of shame, areas of trauma along our growth. As we raise our elevation, we revisit these experiences from a different perspective. We gain more from them as we experience more things in the world and increase our sense of centeredness, our sense of alignment with a global or community, a global community. So this is as much about connecting and empowering the earth as it is those of us on it. In the present, we have the Three of Cups. This is quite lovely. This is really describing the way that we celebrate the support that we have. And I like this because I think it is about appreciating what we have. A lot of times we look for love or friendship beyond what is already present in our lives. And this is showing me that for many of you, you are appreciating the abundant, graceful, patient love that exists in your life. You're aware that those who themselves are struggling, but with whom you have shared a series of experiences that help you in a safe way to live those out, to share those, to evaluate those, to tell the story, to unravel the healing in the presence of witness. And this is also a community that learns from you, as well as you learning from others. So this is beautiful. This is just those energies, those people that are there for you. Sometimes the quality, it is not necessarily consistent. These can be distant friends and associations, people that have known you over a long period of time that you've shared something important with, that you continue to reflect on as life evolves. So this is beautiful activation. And for some of you, this is about getting out into the world and having fun, being friendly, connecting with people casually, just enjoying the bounty that surrounds you. In the past, the Lovers. This is showing me your ability to learn discernment. This is describing a path that has moved away from instant short-term gratification, feel good goals to long-term investment in something that will benefit you and others continuously, permanently, as an ongoing long-term resource. This is, moreover, the ability of you to identify your own deeper connections through your higher self. And that is recognizing that wherever you're at, you continue to have dreams. And if you're not pursuing those dreams, you are not honoring your potential. This is about having faith in your ability to identify goals that are beneficial to you and communities and others with whom you can connect, who are similarly aligned, who come to a relationship, a connection whole as you are, for you to magnetize whole people to you as you increase in your capacity to be complete, to be self-accepting of the resources you have within you, and recognizing that those can be amplified by others who share your goals. So this is beautifully aligned with the energy of the Virgo sun and the Pisces full moon, where you are understanding that all people and all experiences are a reflection of your inner state. In the future, the Death card. And this is really describing a rebirth for many of you. This is, in addition to a rebirth, the very act of surrendering, what that means for you. So surrendering in this particular moment has the flavor of releasing the expectation of particular outcomes. And this is part of our releasing the need to be perfect, to always do things right, the phenomenal attention to the details, which is improved during this time, is also an acceptance of the fact that we are humans. We make mistakes. There is no perfection except in some natural way. And our flawed humanness is part of that perfection of evolving consciousness. So here you are releasing the need for the outcome to look the way that you're imagining it. This is absolutely making a plan, doing the work, following through, completing the task, but having enough trust and faith in yourself, enough humility to realize that the outcome may look a little different. It may look completely unfamiliar, but to be open to that, if you've invested, if you've committed wholeheartedly in alignment with your own principles and values, that this is something that you can trust about yourself, about the universe, about those you work with. I'm going to clarify this, but if you're resonating with this reading, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, for more readings like this. I appreciate whatever support that you can give me through your attention, your being here now. It is greatly appreciated. And I'm going to clarify the Three of Cups in the present with the Tower card and the Two of Wands again. Interesting. Okay. So that's kind of a confirmation that you have manifested this unexpected, possibly disruptive event. Some of the disruptions that you may be experiencing have to do with the way that you are now perceiving some of your long-term friendships or connections, the way you may now be perceiving the direction that you feel called to move into. You see an opening there. And it's interesting that I'm feeling like it is through your friendships that you're making some adjustments. You may be seeing your friends similarly look for ways to grow and expand beyond their comfort zone. You may be clashing with friends who, like you, are evolving and understanding the way that support should be shared among you. You may be looking at a way to exit from a familiar group that supports you, supports your growth, supports your expansion, and encourages you to move on to something that is satisfying for you, understanding that they will be there. It can be as well that you are bringing a sense of inspiration and opportunity to a group of friends. And this feels particularly important right now. Your own growth, your own development, your own conscious awareness, your own dissatisfaction with the status quo has inspired others. It is challenging your friendships. It is challenging people who have always known you and particularly are seeing this particular growth and elevation in a way that is inspiring them to look at ways that they can do more. They can make a contribution. They can apprise themselves of the tools that exist to work towards something that was not available in the past. So I'm definitely feeling the energy of Pluto and Aquarius through the tower right now. This is a whole new world that you are experiencing and you are partaking of, that you are engaged in fully. You recognize, as awkward or as uncomfortable as many of the changes that you're experiencing is divinely ordained. This is your moment. This is the moment you were born for. The world needs the gifts that you have now. In the past, the Lovers is clarified by the High Priestess and the Emperor. So this is really stimulating a way, showing me the way that you have grown into a powerful relationship with yourself. And as I've said many times, this is the basis for all of the reflections that you see in your relationship. One is through the hard healing work that you've been doing. And by hard, I mean a necessary isolation that is imposed upon you, not out of sadness or anxiety, but because the wisdom that you are gleaning through your past experiences is imbuing you with a wisdom that you understand comes from far beyond experiences in this life. Whether they're coming to you through your ancestors, relatives that have passed, your cultural heritage is less important than the fact that you understand the knowledge you're gaining about yourself and your life experiences is giving you far greater control over your own energies and resources. You're relinquishing the need to control others or the need to control aspects of the world that no one does control. It's adjusting your sense of powerfulness to be the sense of mastery over self. And that is the key to manifestation. That is the realization that the Emperor represents. This is knowing how to manifest results, knowing how to be successful on behalf of a community. The magician's manifestation is very individual, but this is about the work you do for others and how you lead by engaging and understanding the needs of the community you serve. So this is profound, and it's also verifying this idea that your time is now, that you have been doing the preparation for the opportunities that you're now understanding are at your fingertips. It's merely a question of asking for what you want to achieve it. And now that you understand what it is, you know what you want, you're understanding it, you have a better chance of navigating the opportunity with nuance, successfully, allowing yourself to invest in those that work with you and around you as part of your effort. In the future, the Death card is clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Star card. Lovely. It's interesting that this surrender, this release, this letting go of the baggage of the past is pointing you into the direction of the stars, of a higher vision, of your vision of a better world, of a better you that can contribute to that better world, and knowing that you shape the universe through the way that you shape your own capacity for joy, for service. This also has everything to do with the humility necessary to explore, to go out there, to verify this new path that you are pointing yourself towards. The Two of Wands always feels to me like you tentatively, or not tentatively, physically, perhaps you're tentatively stepping into a direction, but your whole heart is pushing you in a direction that you are compelled to go. This is about self-discovery, exploring more of the world through yourself, through your skills, through your inspiration and motivation. And this is about how you are building this better world, this vision, how you are using this vision to navigate your life, to discern what is useful and what is not, what needs to go and what is working in your life. So this is part of the critical discernment we're being called upon during this full moon energy. The humility to plan, to take action, to move forward, and to accept that the outcome will be what we've created, wittingly or unwittingly. To accept that as you're moving in a direction that is hopeful, that is committed, that is not simply about self, but is about community, embedding the self. I'm going to finish up this reading with a yogic path oracle, and I pulled Sarasvati. And I will read about her from the guidebook. And Sarasvati is the goddess of creativity, intuition, and insight. Sarasvati appears when you have surrendered to creativity, the endless stream that we only catch glimpses of, but can feed us for life. She is the sacred river, flowing with divine wisdom, nourishing us with nectar for the soul, art, music, dance, and literature. You may draw upon Sarasvati when new ideas are flourishing and you are channeling universal wisdom. Sarasvati appears in the ingenious moment when you think of something straight from the heavens, when you lose yourself in dance, when you become one with the music. She's the very source of all inspiration, embodying the cosmos through communication, meditation, intuition, speech, and sound. Sarasvati has come to you to deliver the message to pursue that creative idea with full force. You are fully supported by her blessings. This is lovely, collective. I'm so grateful to have your community that allows me to be here offering you whatever it is you can gain from these readings. Thank you so much. If you've enjoyed this content, there's more content here you can check out. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. Until next time, namaste.